This is the Eagle Time Podcast.
Eagle Time. You hear it? It's coming. Eagle Time, Eagle Time, Eagle Time, Eagle. Eagle Time, 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 Eagle.
Welcome back to the third episode of the Eagle Time Podcast. We are glad to be with you here today. We'll be interviewing RPA speech and debate and leadership students. I'm Evelyn,
Ryan,
Savannah,
Diego.
and Francis.
and we're your hosts for this episode. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
you may be asking yourself, what exactly is leadership? And what does Speech and Debate Club actually do? Or you may already have the knowledge of, or even have experienced with these groups, but want to learn more. Either way, we have brought some amazing guests from RPA's leadership and debate teams to help answer our questions.
Leadership at Rodriguez Prep Academy and many other schools help plan out activities such as dances, prep rallies, and spirit days for students. Leadership students often play a key role in organizing and promoting school events and activities. They also help to create a positive and inclusive school environment. Participating in these activities at our school will earn students merits, and students have the ability to earn merits both individually and for their respective houses. Finally, leadership also serves as student representatives of RPA.
RPA's Speech and Debate Club travels and debates with other debate teams from across the country. It provides students with the opportunity to develop their public speaking and critical thinking skills. Students learn how to research, organize, and present their arguments in a clear and concise manner. They also learn how to think critically about opposing arguments and to respond effectively using facts and logic. Speech and debate also teaches students how to express their ideas in a respectful and persuasive manner. This is an important skill in any democracy, and it is important for students at RPA to learn how to communicate their ideas effectively.
With that out of the way, today we're joined by
Matthew.
And Alina.
from leadership. How are you guys doing today?
I'm pretty good.
Pretty good.
If I'm right, Matthew, aren't you the president for leadership?
Yeah. I am the president for ASB.
What interested you into joining leadership?
I was interested in hosting events and leading the future of the school. That's basically all, yeah.
Okay. What do you do in leadership?
Like you said earlier with your introduction, we host events. We basically fund the school in other activities like field trips. And yeah, we host events, fun activities, and also, I guess, lead in a way and engage school spirit.
Okay. That's amazing what you do. And in podcasting, we write scripts to make episodes just like this one, but we don't just do that. We also gather people from across the school and find people who are doing actual good in the school, like leadership, debate, all these other type of groups and clubs. And we get them onto the podcast, or people who other people want to hear on the podcast sometimes. Now, I'm guessing it's probably stressful for you guys in leadership.
It depends. Like it's not. After over time, you get used to it. It's just stressful when you're having events and you don't know how you don't know how it's gonna turn out. You know, like you're just doing planning and you don't know actually like how students will react to it, how students will enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Going off of what Ryan said about it being stressful, I want to ask, do you enjoy leadership?
Yeah.
Can you elaborate a little bit more on that?
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Okay. So. Okay.
In leadership, it's like
Yeah.
a positive environment. So like everyone's kind of in a like happy mood. So it makes you want to be in a happy mood. So we kind of like people's way of how they act like affects us, and it makes us want to be better people towards other people, so we can create a positive environment as well.
Yeah, adding on to that, it's basic because you know how we do Spirit Days. We also do engagement, which is basically which is basically how you know we have to be positive at all times.
I understand being positive and wanting to help people because I actually want to be a therapist when I grow up to help people too. So it makes sense why you guys love making people happy, because it also can make you feel happy. Kind of like this is really random, but like the spirit of Christmas. Like I don't know, but how has leadership affected your life?
It's honestly made me like a better public speaker because when I joined it at first, I was kind of nervous. I was shy. I didn't know how to, you know, speak in public. Like, you know, I do the announcements every day. So it's helped me build on that in general. Yeah.
Yeah. Same for me. Public speaking was part of why I wanted to join, and I feel like I've gotten pretty much better at it. And yeah, it's made me kind of more happy. Like,
Yeah, I can see you guys with the public speaking because now you're speaking on a podcast that's going to be going on the internet. So you've obviously gotten better at public speaking and you're able to talk to all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of us and the camera guys. Let's do a little shout out to the camera guys. Thumbs up. Yeah. It's okay. So
do you do a lot of like teamwork and leadership?
I mean, yeah, we do. When we're setting up, we do a lot of prepping for like events, and there's usually we're actually in groups and we're all working together to make the event a success before we actually, you know, host it.
So it's all like a group work to get it all perfect and nice for everybody.
Yeah, like how we planned it.
try to make it perfect.
Yeah.
So I guess just on the back of that, like, has there ever been times that like you've made something like a dance or gotten ready for something and it didn't come out as you guys wanted it to?
Well, okay. It's happened maybe a few times because, you know, not everything comes out perfect. You know, like nothing really is, but usually they go pretty well. There's not really a time where we've had something go like bad. You know.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds good. I guess it's since you're all like working in teams, it doesn't come out too horrible, right? Well, like it's not horrible at all. Yeah. Like not bad at all.
It's it doesn't come out as like the full extent as we wanted it, but it still comes out as, you know,
it's somewhere around there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll say that.
in the ballpark.
I just did some researching on like pros and cons to leadership. Is it true that leadership could boost like self-confidence?
Yeah, that's basically what we do with public speaking. It's boosting your self-confidence. Over time, you'll learn to like lose that fear of doing things in public or speaking in front of a large crowd, you know?
And would you say that your personality has started to develop from leadership?
I'd say that because that's, you know, public speaking and being social for other people is part of your personality. So
It made me kind of like more like open to people because I like,
Yeah, like extroverted.
in a way, like more like want to talk to people.
Yeah.
I'm
sorry.
know what that would be. Hold on.
extrovert is like
Social.
yeah, social. Introvert
Yeah.
is like being shy, nervous, you know.
Yeah.
I had to Google it.
Okay. So, how does organizing events go in leadership? Like, what's the process?
So first we have usually like officers of leadership, which is president, vice president, treasurer. Because there's 2 clubs. We have ASB, which is like the whole school during engagement, and leadership is to fund us, the class, and whole like kind of like how band and yearbook, yeah, or orchestra, band orchestra, how they fund their clubs by, you know, the same thing. Okay. I'm sorry. Well, you asked me. Okay, so first we start like having, like what I said, presidents and officers plan the events, and then after that we would have it set up in groups, so people would do their assigned job. Like for example, in our past dance, we've had marigolds and Papa Picado to hang on the walls, and we've had people set up for that job for prepping. And we've also had people for setting up the music, counting or inventorying the snacks. Yeah, that's how it goes. And then after that, on the setup day, we have like students, just put all the decorations that we've done before set up.
Okay. So, is it like, do you find more enjoyment in like making activities for students specifically, or the ones that raise money for leadership specifically?
I won't speak on that because you're making it sound really negative. But we do like for Spirit Days, we don't earn any money. We don't earn any money from like most of our activities. So we just usually just try to make it fun because at ASB we're trying to just make it fun for all the other students and enjoy the school. Yeah.
Do you guys have a lot of homework in leadership?
There's not really homework, but usually we do have to stay after school and finish preparations for stuff.
When you guys are like doing events and stuff, do you guys like first like have like what do you call it? Is it like a paper of like what are you guys gonna do?
Like a checklist?
Yeah, checklist. And like for that, do you like raise money for it? Like to get like all the decorations or like
Well, like I said, we don't usually earn money for like from pep rallies, Spirit Days, like those are the common events we do. Dances, yes, because we fundraise tickets and that's how what gets us, our funding. And I mean, sometimes we don't even make we do this just for the fun of other students. Sometimes we don't use this money to make profit, like for us. So I mean, yeah. And like I said earlier, ASB funds the school and not just us.
So, what do you guys plan on doing in like the future for people in RPA with like improving school dances or like just stuff improving the school in the future?
Improving. So like I said, we usually do events. There is something else for doing like stuff around campus, but we're just here to have a positive environment, spread positivity. And for the future, we're just planning more engagement events, like having, let's say, field days, dances, like just think like in general, just to engage with all the students here at RPA.
Mm-hmm. So with leadership, what would you guys say the pros and cons are of being in leadership?
I mean, the pros is like the people, like the people in leadership are handpicked by us, and that gets us to be like it. What? Okay, it makes us. Sorry,
It's okay. Take your time.
I'm taking my time. That just makes it overall positive environment, just to make sure we don't have like people that aren't so willing to be dedicated to spreading positivity in the school.
The only really like con is like when
Yeah.
we feel like people don't enjoy our events because we try to make it as engaging, like he said, as possible for them. So that's kind of how we get to improve our events by other people's, like other students' opinion and what they think about our events.
Yeah, another con would probably be there is a lot of work to it, but then again, it turns out to be engaging for other students, and that's what we're here for. Yeah.
We really need like oil up that door or something. What is it making? The door oil or whatever it is. I forgot what it's called.
WD-40?
Mm-hmm.
Would you suggest others to like join leadership?
Yeah, we always do. That's why we usually do a lot of interviews and hiring throughout the not throughout the year, but usually in the beginning of the year to get more students involved. And like again, like how we do it, we become more engaged and become more, what do you call it? We're able to actually public speak now because of this. So yeah, I would encourage anyone to join leadership.
Yeah. When you were saying that, you said something about like Ryan, but like when you were saying that, you said something about like a hiring process. Is that like difficult for you to do, or it's like is it intense for the person?
I mean, it's on. Yeah, like what she said. It's just right. Yeah, it's usually both. It's pressuring for us because we don't know who to pick. Because there's usually we get a lot of good candidates and we don't know who to.
I've never really interviewed, but I knew that when I did my interview, I wanted to try to be like not just try to sound like too like, oh, I really want to be in leadership, but I want to them to know that I really wanted to spread my positive.
Yeah. You wanted to tell them the reasons why and like, I want this.
And like
Yeah.
what you would do in a sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you say that it's easy to get in leadership, or would you say it's like a challenge just to be in it and to get into it?
You just have to try hard.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. To get into it, it might be a little complicating for some people because, usually at interviews we can only pick a certain amount of students, and that makes it difficult because there's a lot of good students, but we can't pick everyone. And being in leadership is not that difficult, honestly. You'll get used to it. There's some challenges to it, but that's really it. I wouldn't consider it that challenging, honestly.
Yeah.
But it is a lot of hard work.
Would you say there's like any perks in leadership?
Perks? What do you mean? Like
Advantages?
Yeah, I guess advantages.
I wouldn't say that because, like I said earlier, we're equal as to any other student here.
We just make it more. We just like feel better when we get to make other people happy in our events.
Mhm.
Like we get to spread our positivity, and also like how you said, letting people into leadership, like interviews, like people. We know that a lot of people want to join us, so
Mhm.
that makes us know that we're doing at least a good job.
Yeah. Your advantage is happiness.
If you were given a cash sum of $1,000 to leadership and choose another period, would you choose another period?
No, I know.
Would you
No,
die for leadership?
I wouldn't. Okay,
Like in a metaphorical sense, like you would.
in a medical focus, I would choose leadership over anything.
You like being a leader?
I wouldn't take $1,000. Okay, yeah, okay.
It's so weird.
That's interesting. That's an interesting deal, but
Interesting
that's an interesting question. I don't know.
So like, what was your like favorite event you guys put out? Like,
This year or like in.
yeah, or like any type of event.
That's difficult because I enjoy most of our events. This year, I mean, I don't know how to say it. They're all good, in my opinion. But I don't know. There's nothing that I don't like. There's no events that I don't like. But yeah, I don't know. I couldn't decide. I wouldn't be able to decide.
Well, thank you guys for coming on to the podcast. It was nice talking to you.
Yeah, definitely an honor to have the leadership.
Okay, well, thank you for the invite.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you very much for coming.
Mm.